Yes! Finally got a win. Woo! Been weeks. Feels good. About time. This is D-Tāl'S Extra Point Vlog 14 Part 2 recap of the Ravens win over the Bears 30-16. My score prediction was very close. I said 24-17 we would win by a touchdown. But it was basically almost the same score. Ravens scored 6 more points than I thought they would. And the Bears 1 point less. I said they would score 17, they scored 16. But we got the win. By more than a touchdown. It was a touchdown and a field goal, I think. Now, let's talk about the recap for I'm going to start with the defense. The defense looked pretty good. They continued what they did against the Rams. Now, the first drive, the Bears was driving on them, scripted plays. They was driving on the Ravens. They was getting some chunk plays and stuff early on. But then, after a while, it didn't, when they got to the red zone, bend but don't break defense. That's what this defense is for the Ravens. Bend but don't break. And they didn't break, and they only allowed a field goal in that first drive. And then I think after that, and then the second drive, I think it was Bears had it was a 3 and out. I think it was a 3 and out. And then for the Bears, defense made him go 3 and out. Then I think after our offense milked some clock and they scored or whatever, I think. Then I think matter of fact, on the second drive, they scored another field goal. Then we made them go 3 and out. It was one of those drives in the beginning, but then towards the end, in the first half, the defense stopped them. And actually, yeah, because the Chicago Bears ran out of timeout, so they had to hurry up and do a 58-yard field goal. Was way short. Then the Ravens went in halftime. I think, what was it, 10-6? I think it was 10-6, and then we was up on them. And then, I think in that second half, which was like a big highlight, was that after we punted the ball, got him down near the goal line. Tylan Wallace with the great special teams play, catching that nice punt from Jordan Stout, caught it, got the ball in I think at the 4-yard line. Then the Bears had a couple plays, and then the play that really changed the momentum, especially was it Nate Wiggins, man, with that interception. Beautiful. Such a beautiful interception, man. They was getting on him earlier. They was picking on Nate earlier, and they just kept running that same in cut route, that same square in type of route. And Nate just jumped it. They say Caleb Williams kind of stared it down, but then that boy Nate Wiggs came back and just intercepted the ball. And thing is, right before that, I was telling my brother, I was like, listen, this one, because I think the Ravens scored right before that. And then I was like, right now, this is a great time for a turnover, a strip sack, or interception. I said a pick 6 since the Bears was down all the way towards their end of the field. And I was like, somebody needs to make a turnover. Somebody. I said, I don't care if they just don't even return it all the way. I was like, somebody just need to do something. Here comes Nate Wiggins, get the interception, set our offense up to score. I think that's when we went up by 10. I think it was 10. And after that, because I think they scored, and then of course the Bears did score. They scored they had to earn it though when they ran the ball and stuff. And Swift is a hell of a running back, man. The Bears is a good team. They just young, they'll get better, but that's a good upcoming team. Watch out for them. Caleb Williams, this is his second year, so he's still learning. He's a young guy, but man, the defense came and did what they were supposed to do. Like I said, they got they let a certain amount of yards up, But at the same time, sometimes you allow yards, but you don't allow them to score. They only score one touchdown, and then the rest was field goals. So, or 3 and out. So that's in and turnover. So it's like defense did what they were supposed to do, and they're gonna get better. And we're gonna have, was it a new pass rusher we got, or defensive end Lawson? He'll be coming in, and then we win this next game, we might trade for someone. So defense did their thing, man. They did their thing, and then we got a good amount of pressure on Caleb Williams. Kyle Hamilton came in like a madman on a blitz, on a stunt blitz. He was like coming through. I think was trying to help I forgot who it was, because he was like looping, like stunting on the line, and then he had the open lane and hit Caleb Williams, and Caleb Williams had the intentional grounding. Perfect. It was beautiful. Seeing ever since we put Kyle back in the box, we got Gilman as the third safety, and him and Malachi staying back. That really, really, really helped our defense. Now we got such a Swiss Army knife in Kyle Hamilton. Now we good. We could stop the run. And thing is, now you have to keep an eye on Kyle Hamilton if he in the box. You don't know if he's going to blitz, he's going to play coverage, or he was a spy actually on one of them plays. He was spying Caleb Williams. So you never know where he's going to be. So like I said, he could do anything, everything. And all I said, certain people saying after the game, I heard on certain call-in shows on YouTube, like saying they giving him too much stuff to do, or too much on his plate for Kyle Hamilton. Like, he's $100 million safety. That's what you want him to do. Like, what the heck? Like, I don't get what some people think. Like, first you want to complain about him saying the spoiled, we Ravens fans are spoiled, which is, which he was wrong of saying. And yeah, y'all was saying he wasn't playing like $100 million safety. But then once he plays like it, y'all say, oh, they giving him too much. No, that's what he's supposed to do. Like, but anyways, Kyle Hamilton did his thing. He brought pressure. He was all over the field. Roquan was thumping people, hitting. I think he had like 11 tackles, leading the team against his former team, the Chicago Bears. Marlon Humphrey had that nice. It should have been a strip sack. I mean, not strip sack. It should have been a strip ball, like as a fumble, or it should have been an interception. That was a weird call. We should have had the ball on that. Marlon Humphrey hit the hell out of. I forgot who it was. That should have been a fumble or interception. I don't know what it was. The rules is real funny with that, taking 2 steps and all that. It just kind of makes sense. But anyway, we should have had 2 turnovers. That should have been the first one before the interception or whatever, but it wasn't. But we got it done. Defense did good. They did their thing. Got to continue it. We healthy. We're good on defense. We're going to have Lawson. He's going to be a pass rusher for us. And everybody played very good and decent, man. Defense look way better now. We hold people to 17 17 points. We do that each week, like we did towards the end of last year. Hey, you never know what can happen. A lot can happen. So this is D-Styles Extra Point, Vlog 14, Part 2, recap of the defense. And also, shout out to Tyler Loop, had a great game, also kicking the ball. So special teams did a thing too, especially Tylen Wallace. And don't forget Keaton, Mitchell, and what's his name? Rasheen Ali had some good returns too. But like I said, this is part 2 of the recap of the defense / special teams. Part 3 offense is next.